how you doing this afternoon?
Hi, Greg. Thank you for this opportunity to have me for this interview.
No worries.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day in Shanghai.
Yes.
Summer's here, yeah?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah, this is the best time to be here now in Shanghai. The spring's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. So, before we get into your business, I know that you're a bit of a marathon runner.
Yes. I'm a marathon runner since the COVID.
Right.
Yeah, after the all the COVID happening, so I decided to change my lifestyle. To take more myself about health and to do more sports. So I really love it. I cannot do without. I cannot. So I'm become good runner. And I did a few marathon in New York, in Shanghai, in Japan. So
Yeah, right.
yeah. Cool.
How did you go?
Very good. Not bad. For my age, I think I'm quite okay. Yes.
And do you have a group of people here in Shanghai?
Yeah, I created one Italian running club. In Shanghai. So it's like every month we meet for the run. We
Nice.
go to the booth and then we go back to we arrive in Bella Napoli. It's also the good opportunity to have a good lunch afterwards. Yeah. Yes, just to get together and also to share some experience about running, training, and so on. I think it's good.
And is it, because obviously running a marathon, you can't just wake up and decide to run 15, 20 kilometers. So did you play soccer or was it
I used to
other
play
sports?
soccer. Yeah, I always did sporting
Right.
since I was a child. Yeah, and then after that, I decided, football. I became a little bit older, so I don't want to get injured. So then I think it's just to running. I think it's the best sport to do, and I think it's making me feel very good.
Yeah.
It's very good. I'm wake up early in the morning, and I know sometimes it's quite difficult because especially in the winter, very cold. But afterwards, after running, I making me feel very calm, relax, concentrate. I really making me feel good.
Going to your restaurant, the first thing that I noticed when you go there is that you have all these celebrities on the wall. So
Yes.
you want to name a couple that have...
Some Italian singers because they came from to Shanghai for the concert. Probably you don't know, they're not very famous in abroad. We had some famous one, Ericsson. They used to be the football coach.
Right.
We had Lippi, also coach for the China national team.
Nice.
And other famous ones, Niki Lauda. He passed away now, but Niki Lauda used to be the Ferrari,
Oh yeah, right. In Shanghai today.
I will be there tomorrow.
Oh, you going tomorrow?
To go to see F1.
Right.
Yes. I cannot wait to go. Will be my second time.
Do they have an Italian racer?
Ferrari.
Yeah, all right.
Ferrari. Not very fun on the F1 because I'm bringing my son to first time, so
it's so much fun for the first time.
Yes.
Just hearing the motors live and
Yes, it will be exciting tomorrow. Also, especially the weather is beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And last week they were in Melbourne. They were in Australia.
Yes.
And they had all the crashes. So
and
hopefully it's going to be beautiful. So it might be a better race.
Yes, perfect.
There you go.
It's gonna be fine.
Well, that's great. So we're here. You're one of my favorite restaurants. I was just telling you before that the first time that I come to Shanghai, even actually before I come to Shanghai, when I was living in Suzhou and Qingdao, that my boss would take me to, because we had an office here in Shanghai, and he'd take me to Bella Napoli. It was just like a welcome to Shanghai, welcome to our business, and just a really nice way to get to know each other and be accepted in Shanghai. I started doing the same thing when I took over as the foreign manager. I would just bring them here, and I'm still doing it.
Yeah, I know.
As of today.
I know you. I really appreciate you. You are a customer. You're my customer.
Yeah.
That's how I know you.
And you've been very nice to me as well. So we did a test one time. My friend rang up and said, "Oh, can I book a table for Saturday night?" And they said, "No, fully booked out. Actually, I might even cut this bit out. So, and then I called up and I sent a message to you. Hey, can I get a table, Guido? And you said, sure, not a problem.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what make it different, I think, to have this personal message with the customer, you know. That's why I share my WeChat with my customer, especially when they ask me, I mean, I'm here for that.
Yeah.
There's always a table. Always find the table. Always find the solution, you know. If it's fully booked, so, but, you know, sometimes we make them waiting. We give some Prosecco, you know, for free. So we don't want, once they're coming, we don't let them go.
Yes.
So we make sure then, because our restaurant is quite, we have a lot of traffic, but you know, people living like within 1 hour to turn over and tables. So I think it's making sure the customer that coming and we don't say fully booked. No, don't worry. We stay here waiting for a while and we make sure we get tables soon.
So where did this all become? I believe you come from a small village in Salerno?
Yeah, this is where
in the south?
In the south, it's south from Naples.
Right.
It's 60 kilometers south. Small city, about 200,000 kilometers. So that's place where I live. I go to my place, to my home. So I make it's a seaside near Amalfi Coast, actually.
Beautiful.
It's very close to Amalfi Coast. It's beautiful. So this is where I come from. So back before to come to China, I was already abroad.
Right.
So I left Italy when I was 18 years old.
Wow.
So
what was the fascination about China?
So before that, I was in Belgium. So I work in Brussels for hotels, restaurants, and I travel also in London, also in US, in Switzerland. But the base was always Brussels. For every time I was leaving, but coming back always in Brussels. And but it start from Hilton, the hotel Hilton, Brussels. Max boss so asked me, do you want to go? I have opportunity for you to go to China as a food and beverage manager.
Wow.
In the Sheraton in Beijing. It was in 2000. So far.
What did you think?
He said Beijing. I didn't even know Beijing. What is Beijing? So I was then I found out Beijing is in China. Okay.
Yeah.
I was 30 years old at the time. I said, why not? I was single. I said, why not? My good experience. So I flew to Beijing. And when I arrived in Beijing, I said, wow, this is another planet.
Yes.
In 2000, you can imagine Beijing.
Yeah.
Beijing it was not like now.
Yeah.
It was really very, very, very local, very Chinese,
right.
Not too many cars. So it was really, wow, nice, very good experience. So I work in a hotel as a restaurant manager. Then after 2 years, they asked me to come to China for Shanghai for the same group. So the Westin Hotel
right.
on the Boon, still as a Western manager, and then after that another hotel as an assistant FB director, Regent Hotel. Then in 2006, so after all this work experience in the management experience, I decided to open my own business because at that time there was not too many Italian restaurants. So I said, there is opportunity for me here. I see, because there was not much about Italian. There were few restaurants in outside. Mainly it was all in the hotel. But outside there were few restaurants. I say, why not? And then I start to create my concept in Bella Napoli because I'm from there. I say I want to make something simple, very easygoing, like a home style, so and a good Italian food, authentic. So that was my idea. And now after 2006, now we're in 2025. It's already 19 years.
Yes.
So tomorrow, next year will be 20 years. So I'm happy. Yeah.
Your family? Do you have a big family growing up there in Italy?
Yeah, my mother helped me a lot. My mother helped me a lot because she's also good chef. She cooks not in the restaurant but at home. Yes. So she gave me a lot of tips about recipe and so on. Yeah. And I remember when the first restaurant there was no pizza because it was a very small place. Right. So only just Italian food, but no pizza. But Bella Napoli with a pizza is not there's something missing here. Yeah. And then in 2010, I was planning. I say I need to find another restaurant bigger, then I can also make a pizza. But before that, because I was not an expert in pizza, so my background is more like back front of house. Right. So that's why I say to my mother, Mama, can you bring me in a few restaurants? Let's try different pizza. because I want to, I want to make a pizza in the same style here, but in Shanghai. And my mother, we went to taste different pizza in my hometown.
Yeah.
And finally, I found one. I really like it. Mom, I wish to have this pizza, the same taste, same quality in Shanghai.
I read your story. It was Mimos.
Yeah. Mimo, yeah. It's good. Yeah, you know the name. Mimo is the owner of this restaurant.
Yeah.
And then
So was that was a big restaurant in your
in my hometown?
Right.
In my hometown,
Right.
yeah.
What was it about that pizza that made it stand out?
Hey, just the taste, good ingredient and the light, just good. That's
the
you
taste.
know, the taste very original. Good mozzarella quality and so on. Then after that, my mother said, Guido, if you want, I know the boss. We can talk to him.
Yeah.
But after that, the boss came. He said, my son, I want to talk to you because he's planning to open another restaurant. But I ask you if you can help to do some consulting, make a pizza oven, and also to teach him how to make the same pizza. Luckily, this Mimo, the owner of this restaurant, is already did in the past some consulting at that. Yeah, if you want, I can come with my my brother-in-law. We can build over for you, and we can do consult for you. Okay, here we go. After 2 months, I called them. I found the restaurant. So I organize all the material, the bricks, from Italy, from Sorrento. It's a homemade
I read that.
bricks.
And you've still got it here at the restaurant.
Yeah.
What was it? Bricks from Sorrento, and it weighed 1,500.
Yeah, to make one pizza oven.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
I remember that time, 2010, there was a Chinese New Year. So, when there is a Chinese New Year, everything is stuck. So, about shipment, everything. Then, you know what I did? I said, I have no time. I cannot wait for the ship to get in Shanghai because I already paid rent.
Yeah.
Transfer, we send it by fly, the bricks, so to make faster.
How long did that take to?
Within 1 week.
Oh wow!
Well, quite expensive, but for me, even expensive. But for me, in the end, it was costing because I already paid the rent, so I need to make it faster.
Yeah.
And then they came, they built, and then they stayed with me like a few months to teach me because he said, Guido, I know you're not chef, you're not pizza chef, but you are the one you need to learn first because you are the one to keep the quality here. Because if you don't know, then you cannot check the quality.
Right.
So it's good also you need to learn to make a pizza, everything you need to know. And then I also learned, so also make a pizza. I love it to make a pizza. So when sometimes it happened, then pizza chef is be sick or whatever, I can replace.
Right.
So this is my second job.
Excellent. That's
Yes,
really cool.
yes.
Learning how to make a pizza and the tips for that. There was one time where I have an Italian friend, and we were at Bella Napoli, and this was during the COVID. We went to dinner, I ordered the pizza, she ordered a seafood dish, and then mine come out first. So I didn't say anything, and I just started eating. And then she was just staring daggers at me going. And then I'm eating away. And then I said, what? You started eating without my food hasn't come out yet. And she said, I said, I didn't want to get my pizza to go cold. So I just started eating. Well, in Italy, you're not supposed to do that.
You're right. But we improved that, actually. You're right, it can happen. But now we have ask when you take order, actually, do you want to share or you want to like one by one, like individual? Then we have in the computer, when we place the order, then we say, okay, all together. That means all together. The chef knows you will send all together. If it's a sharing, mainly for Chinese, they like sharing, or they like to like one by one or everything in the middle. Then we push sharing. So now it's we improve that. So the chef is see that. So follow according to the order, our customer. So this is good point. You're right. Sometimes there's those challenges. We improve that. Yeah, you're right. because it's important to eat together. You are right. Sometimes I go around every table and I see customer two have a dish and now one not. I get crazy. Very crazy. No,
Yes.
I hate it because we are foreigners. We really care about that. It's very important to eat together,
Yeah.
especially the main course. That's why it's called main.
Yes.
The starter doesn't matter, okay, but the main course should be get together. Yes, I agree with you.
We're going to be talking a lot about the food, Italian food, and how delicious it is, but also the Italian wine as well is also very famous. So what wines do you offer at Bella Napoli? Because always, if you have a certain food, then you have to go with the wine, right? I didn't know that.
Yeah, of course, the match is very important. Sometimes they ask for foreign actually because we know more about Italian wine. Some customers asking me what kind of wine I can have today, and then depends on what are you eating. Selection is not bad. Means we have from north of Italy to the south, so quite good variety of wine from different region.
Right.
From the north, Veneto, from Piemonte, from Tuscany, from Sicily. So we have quite different taste. It's according to also the customer, what kind of wine you like, something maybe more tangy, more fruity, easy to drink. So it depends. Sometimes also we stop for customer drink because we can match with either beef and the fish.
Right.
So this is very important.
So I didn't know that, and my friend was saying, if you have this pasta, you got to have the white wine, but if you eat this sort of meat, then it goes with the red wine. It's like, I didn't, I didn't know that, but apparently in Italian cuisine.
Of course we have some expensive wine like Amarone, like Barolo. This is really the king of the red wine. We have, it's like 1,100 ml per bottle. So for this kind of wine, of course, it's a really special customer and he knows already about that, or probably he's looking for something really good wine, rich, full body, and then of course most of the time when they have this wine because they have really good beef matching with this kind of wine.
Yeah. So the $1 million question, we finally got to it, and I've been wanting to ask this for a long time. So in Australia, we have the Italian restaurants as well, but it caters to the Australian people, and same with Chinese restaurants. It caters to the Australian people living there. So pineapple pizza.
Wow.
So the big $1 million question, the very offensive that I found out with if I need to, again with my Italian friend, if I need to get her angry or I know how to make her upset with the click of a finger, all I have to do is show her that I'm eating a pineapple pizza. But in Australia, it's very popular down there. I don't know why. And when I've come to China and I've started to go to Bella Napoli now, it's not even on the menu. Going to Italy, not there again. So I've found out that it's very offensive.
Yes.
But you go to America,
it's very popular.
Very popular there as well.
But even Italy also some restaurant serving the pineapple pizza.
Right.
I mean, it has been very popular, very famous. It's pineapple people, especially in Naples, they're really offensive. I know that. But honestly, I never tried pineapple pizza.
Really?
I never tried.
There you go.
But I can imagine, because I don't like sweets. In the pizza, that's already in my mind when I think pineapple with mozzarella and tomato, it's not coming in my mind to try, not even try, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but why not? I'm not that kind of person who would be offensive.
Offended, yeah.
No, I think one day I will try.
Yeah?
I will try, because why not? Because in the end, if the customer like it, I may like it. I don't know because I never tried. Because there is some other pizza that we already made with a fig.
Right.
It's also fruit. Fig with smoked ham and honey. It's delicious.
Yeah, right.
So there is some other pizza with fruit. So that's why I say, okay, why not? We can try pineapple pizza.
Yeah.
If it's so popular, here we go. I heard very famous pizza chef in Naples making pineapple pizza.
Wow.
So you see,
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we have a business. The
That's
customer request, but in the other side, let's talk about our Italian authentic food, the taste. This is something I never change to the local. Like Chinese, like this kind of no. This is my strength. I think that's I've been in China for 25 years, but the restaurant since 19 years. But since 2006, since I opened Bella Napoli, I always keep my taste, Italian authentic taste. That's very important.
Yes.
That's no. Sometimes what Chinese don't like, for example, the pasta al dente. A little bit hard.
Right.
But that's not a problem. That's not an issue. We can cook more for them.
Right.
They don't like too salty. This I know. Then we put less salt. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Even sometimes not even salt, because we know that. This just few things. Then we know about the local taste. We avoid, but the rest we keep the same taste as in Italy. That's our strength.
Yes.
I think it's very important to keep the Italian traditional, authentic. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And just going around, I was only there for a brief time, but everywhere you went in Venice was, you got to the airport, pizza. You get to the train station, pizza. It was like everywhere. It was just food everywhere, and I really want to go back there and see more of Italy. I fell in love with the country. It's very, very
Yeah,
beautiful.
of course in Italy there's not only pizza, pasta, because sometimes Italy is okay. But you have a lot of specialty, the beef, the meat, as in like in China, every region have different specialties. Italy, like now we have a promotion, food promotion of Venice.
Right.
In Venice there is a codfish, a popular codfish recipe with milk and anchovies. So we see something different. So we want to, customer taste something different, not only from a la carte, but every month we do this monthly promotion. It's good to have something different, so not only from the menu.
Right. Speaking of the menu, I see that you've got so much food on the menu, and it's like, how do you keep it fresh, and how do you keep... So I read that you're changing it once a month?
For promotion, yeah, it's every month. Like we have 4 dishes, every month we change. But from a la carte menu, we keep like 6 months, maximum 1 year.
Is it seasonal?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
For example, winter we replace some dishes more for winter dish. Some stew, something like that. In the summer, something more light, more fresh, like more grilled seafood, salads, more, for example.
When you first come to Shanghai, you started up, you got your big heating for the pizzas. So was it straight away a success, or did it take a little time to build a...
Of course, it takes time. The first restaurant, 2006, it was just 40 seats.
Right.
To grow, to be there. And step by step, you need to promote, your customer, educate. I think it's very important to teach the Chinese customer, because sometimes they come, they don't know this Italian cheese. But this Italian cheese is tasted salty. Yeah, because this cheese is already salty. So it's very important we educate the Chinese customer, especially, for example, the seafood soup, and they ask for Parmesan cheese. This is like they put a knife in my heart, kill me like that. But I never say no, don't do that. I suggest, please not do that, because it's totally 2 different strong tastes. If you taste seafood, you're gonna put Parmesan cheese. So we try to guide. Okay, I suggest to have this as appetizer. This is very popular as a starter, and then you have some pasta like that. In Chinese, like linguine seafood, so we recommend this one. Chinese like the beef. They like this kind of pasta. They like this. The pizza, normally they like pizza with more toppings.
Right.
Chinese don't like come to a Western restaurant. Let's have meat.
Yeah.
But seafood, of course. Yeah. Explain. This is very important. That's also my job when I do my briefing to my team. Transfer my style, Italian style to my team. It's very, even the walking style. I did a briefing, and then It's very important, whatever you bring at the table, you need to say something, you need to say the name. It's very important, the interaction, the communication with the customer.
Yes.
Sometimes, they are shy, it's the culture,
Yes.
But we are here to teach, to educate the staff and the customer. This is very important, I think. That's why I make also success in our business. It's all different elements.
Yes.
To make together, you make it the success. So it's the team actually make a good success.
Yes.
It's like a pizza. To make a good pizza is not only the mozzarella. No, it's not only the pizza chef. No, it's the pizza flour. It's the mozzarella, good quality of the ingredient. Is the one the way you lay down the pizza dough. Is the one cook the pizza, the temperature. So it's all these elements. If they are good, that you're perfect, the pizza would be good.
Yes.
That's what I think, yes.
Also, I've had some friends, when they ask me before we go there, they say, oh, I'm on a diet, so is there any healthy food there if I go to Bella Napoli? And I always say yes, but you're the best person to talk about it. So, of course, there are healthy food on the menu, right?
Yeah, healthy food, because we have a salad. We have, and also very important, we use extra virgin olive oil for everything.
Right.
So you can find on the table, dip with your bread, from the table to the kitchen. So we cook the pasta penne with tomato sauce. We use extra the same oil from the table. So we don't use the deep fried oil.
Yes.
So this is healthy. So it's very important for the salad, for the pasta. So this is very important to use this kind of oil because it's very healthy. Extra virgin olive oil from Italy. Yes.
Yeah. And going along, you said 2006 was when you started, but we all know what happened in 2020.
Okay, good. You remind me the COVID. Yes.
It's not something we should remember about, but in terms of the business, especially the businesses here in Shanghai and in China, but Shanghai got it twice.
Yes.
So, and I know that, or maybe you can refresh my memory, but you had to close one of the restaurants down during that period.
In 2020 was the first wave, correct?
Yes.
So that time we didn't close.
Right.
Remember, it was not that severe lockdown that we had afterwards. But the first one, no. But of course, the city of Shanghai was empty.
Yeah.
It was quite tough. Then of course we had to cut the cost of the staff. It was quite tough on that period, I remember. But I think this has been, I don't know how long, probably 4 or 5 months. It was quite, so I tried to send my staff in hometown to get more holiday.
Right.
Balance with my cost. It was very important to manage that. Quite difficult, but we survived.
Yeah.
And but the second, actually, the Shanghai lockdown in 2000, that was very, very tough. Because it was really, boom, everything's closed. But after 1 month, I remember, it was 2 months of lockdown,
I remember that you were one of the first restaurants to reopen.
Well, take away for delivery.
Yeah.
After 3 weeks of the lockdown, we had authorization from the government that we could do the delivery.
That's fantastic.
That was really our lucky.
Yeah.
Because we were making over 500 pizza per day.
Yeah.
Entire compound were ordering pizza.
How did you get, I mean, don't need to be too personal, but how did you get the authorization from the government? Because they're only allowing certain restaurants to...
Because in that, I had 2 restaurants. The Changle is not from the government, it's a private. Okay?
Right.
It's a Chinese landlord. And the one in Napoli is from the government.
Right.
So that's probably, they know us. We were already open since 8 years. We get authorization, the pass for the staff to go in the restaurant.
Fantastic.
But they could go home in the evening. They were sleeping there.
Oh.
They were staying overnight.
Right.
So it was quite tough for them.
Yeah.
But they were busy. They were busy, of course, from morning to evening, all entire day.
I heard about that as well. Like, if you got caught or somebody had COVID or was sick, you had to stay overnight where you're working. Or I know people, my friends, were stuck at a school.
Anyway, I remember they did a good job. I remember I cannot forget that. Wow, it was extremely busy because we were the only one open for delivery. We were serving the pizza, like 80% pizza, and the other dishes mainly pasta and salads, and
Right.
also because the supply they couldn't deliver everything. But we were making like 400, 500, 600 pizza per day.
Wow.
It was crazy, crazy.
How
So
can you
the-
keep up with the demands? And the
who's
delivery
that?
drivers taking it.
Element, Neapolitan, all the platform. Oh my god, my god! I remember at that time I was, of course, stuck in my apartment, very close to the Changle Restaurant. The first few days of the lockdown was a little bit in panic because I with my kids. I said, my god, I don't get food. How we can buy the food? So it was a little bit panic, you know.
Yeah.
But then luckily I get the big bag of flour from my restaurant.
Yes.
25 kilos of flour.
Yes.
It cost me 200,000, only 100 meters because my company was just the opposite of the
Right.
restaurant. It cost me 200 MB delivery to my house, the flour. They delivered the flour from my restaurant. Flour, tomato, mozzarella. I said, okay, now I'm safe. I'm safe. So I was making bread
Yeah.
for my neighbor.
Yeah, right.
You know, make a bread for my neighbor, my small pizza oven of my kitchen, of my apartment.
Yeah.
And bread, the pizza, every day it was okay. I'm okay now.
Isn't it funny how something like that has to happen, and then all the people that I was living, I never even met them. I'd seen them go past, but all of a sudden these people that I'd never even met, here's some soup, or here's some sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah, we will help each other, I think, a lot. That's
Yeah.
a good time to each other and to know really when you need help, they are there to help you. That's a good one, yes.
And now that everything's back to normal, it's been back for almost 2 years now, yeah? Or maybe a year and a half, yeah?
Yeah, and then I think that, of course, the difference, you know already, then after this lockdown, of course, all foreigners, bye-bye.
Yes.
They left Shanghai. And
So what's the percentage, would you say, roughly, that go to your restaurant? Is it...
now it's 90% Chinese.
Wow.
Many Chinese.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean,
That's
happy.
fantastic,
It's
yeah.
fantastic. I mean, we already, even before, we always had more local, like 60% Chinese and the rest is foreigners. But now it's like, boom, 90%, 95% is local,
fantastic.
which is good. Because we always, I always focus to local because we are in Shanghai, we are in China.
Yeah.
So I think this is our main market.
Yeah.
The foreigners, they
small
know
market.
us. They
Yeah.
know us. It's
Yes.
easy to know Bella Napoli. We've been already for many years. So it's like you go to Paris, you don't go to visit the Tour Eiffel. You need to come to Bella Napoli.
Yes, that's right.
You know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah.
So I think it's good. I'm happy because we start early. Like they start to come already 5 o'clock. To have dinner and then 5:30, and 7:30, 8:30. Go to now we have less foreigners. Only foreigners they come like late, like 9 o'clock. Maybe in the weekend we have more foreigners like that. They come later, but
Because the Chinese like to get it over and done with, right? Early, go to bed early. So, yeah.
yeah,
That's the
which
sort
is
of-
fine. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great. I like it. Chinese come, order, and they go. They're happy. It's good. Our restaurant is for everyone.
Yeah.
It's not selected client, students, for the company, corporate, for family, kids. That's our. It's a good one for mine, as you know. It is very important. So this is our standard.
It was funny last time when I first started going there. You were one of the very few people that you got to pay by WeChat or by cash, and I was like, wow, that's so going back to Australia as well. They've only caught on recently, like with credit cards and tap as you go, and it's Shanghai, and it was just great to see that old school way of doing it. Just why is Bella Napoli, so for someone that's listening to this for the first time, why would you recommend them to come to either of your restaurants?
They feel comfortable. They feel comfortable, and the customer telling me that they feel comfortable. They feel like home. It's the atmosphere. It's very important, Yeah. I have also customers. They come just alone. They say if I go some other restaurant, I don't feel I have the same feeling. But here, I'm alone. I enjoy because I can talk with the waiter. They are friendly. Have good food. It's the consistency. I think it's very important. Consistency.
Yes.
So if I get my lasagna today, the taste is good. Tomorrow we get the same taste tomorrow. So this is very, very important. You know, that's why our customers returning because they know our quality is consistent.
And just on that, how are you selecting the chefs that you have there? Because it's all important.
I have my team. Let's say my leaders team. This is working for me for over 15 years.
Right.
My main team, head chef of the kitchen, the manager of the restaurant, pizza leader. So this always been working for me over 15 years. So this is very important.
Yeah.
If you keep changing the stuff, also the taste, the standard will be go down. And when I do interview, my chef does interview. Of course, there is some minimum requirements to list a few years of Western restaurant.
Right.
So this is very important. Easier to find the stuff compare 3 years ago. I think I can feel that probably there is some China crisis a little bit, economic crisis. I can feel that. So now the Chinese realize that it's not as easy as before to find a job. Yeah, also in terms of salary, like before they were asking increase the salary like every year, every 2 years. Now they understand. Yes. A lot of places closing, opening, so it may be a bit challenging for this. So that's why we are more selective now. Yeah, and the stuff they are more stable. Like I think this is very important.
Okay, that's great. What's the future for Guido?
Future, I'm happy to be here. I love Shanghai. After 20 years here, I keep saying the same.
You've seen it go through all different changes.
For me, I don't mind that. I don't want to invest for more restaurant, but I don't mind to do franchising.
Right.
I don't mind to do that. If someone come to me or a Chinese investor say, okay, I want to Bella Napoli in that city, in Suzhou, in Guangzhou or Chongqing. Okay, we can do some evaluation. I'm willing to do that. Yes, I don't mind. But anyway, no pressure.
Yeah.
I'm happy like that. I have already 2 restaurants, 6 employees, so I'm already very busy. But why not? Because I still like to grow, to develop more. I like that.
And you got a family here of your own?
2 kids. 2 kids. Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
And some cliche questions like, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? Piece of advice.
Pizza.
Piece of advice.
Shanghai is the place to be. I think it's if you work hard, I think it's the place to be here in Shanghai, in China. Let's say also China, why not? You have a lot of opportunities here, I think. Italy, for me, Italy is good for holiday. When I'm here, I feel safe because Chinese culture, in some way, they like Italians.
Yeah.
You know what I mean in terms of culture, you know. Like from Naples, you know, they're easygoing, you know.
Yeah, just like Australians as well. We have that same reputation.
Yeah.
Here as well, and all over the world. Just very casual, laid back.
Yeah, the people make a difference. You leave the country, you leave the city because the local. I think this is very important. Very, very important. Yeah. Feel comfortable.
And that's the thing with both of us. We've both come from different countries, comfortable living here, or if you weren't happy, you wouldn't live here, right?
Correct.
That's why people at home still can't understand why I come back here. But when they do come to Shanghai and have a visit, they go, oh yeah.
Now I know why.
That's why.
You're right. You say a good point because many people, they don't have idea how is China, how is the...
They just see the news and they just see all the negative things.
Just I had a few Italian customers, like 2 couples. They came to China for 2 weeks holiday. They didn't expect it was so nice.
Yeah.
So we will come back.
Yeah.
Because in terms of tourism, it's not as popular. You know, China still need more develop on that. They probably to do more marketing. I don't know, but I hope it will be more and more tourists because China is a nice country to visit.
I think
it's
it will.
Beautiful places. And
it'll be great now. The lockdown, another summer is on its way. It's getting hotter and hotter. So hopefully that brings more tourists.
And when they come to my restaurant, all these tourists, they visit Yunnan, they go Mountain,
Yeah.
and then they come to my restaurant. They probably found online, I don't know. They just type pizza. They found the Bella Napoli. They say, okay, I like Bella Napoli. I saw the pizza, the picture, I like it. So finally, some good Thai food because they don't eat Chinese food every day, when they're in their own country. So they come here.
You are so right, Guido.
Yeah.
My mum and my sister come and visit me, and they went to Hong Kong and Beijing and Tian and then Shanghai. I took them to a hot pot. I took them to a couple of Chinese restaurants, and then my mum come and whispered, Craig, can we go to a foreign restaurant?
Yes.
So we went to Disneyland and then come back, and it was like, okay, let's go to another
Yes.
And I went, give me this pizza, and I was like, you will not regret it.
Yeah, also some business people, they come here for like every 3 months. When they come to Shanghai, because they stop in Shanghai, and then they start to travel to the different factories, And then I make a joke, I give you some injection of carbohydrate pasta in case you need it when you travel. You know what I mean? Just in case you need it. So, yeah, I understand.
Guido, where can we find you online, social medias?
Yeah, we do TikTok, we do the WeChat channel. We have every week we publish some blogs. Then we do Facebook, Instagram. We have our website. Then we have some other local platform. The Alpine is very common, very popular. The Alpine platform is for delivery, but at the same time we publish our promotion, our news, and the concierge Japanese, because we have a lot of Japanese customers. We have a Japanese menu.
Very nice. Have you been to Australia before?
Never. I told my kids, let's go to Australia. Let's go to Australia. Go to Sydney. I have my friends living there, so we will go. Probably, if not with my kids, for sure I will go for the Sydney Marathon. Because now Sydney is one of the major marathons, so for sure I will go 2026. Yeah, August 26. It will be during the summer here, but there will be the winter. Right? Yeah, it's okay. I have some Italian Australia, like a lot of Italian Australia customers I have.
Yeah, right.
Yes. So every time to come to Shanghai, they come to visit me.
Oh, we like our pizza down
there.
Yes. And Melbourne is very European. A lot of Europeans. They got a lot of good Italian restaurants.
I know. I heard about that. I cannot wait to go to Australia. Really. A lot of people told me, you need to go. You're right. I will come soon.
One day.
Yes.
All right. So the last part of the podcast, I just ask you a couple of questions. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, so first question is, give me your top 2 or 3 favorite music artists or bands.
But I like the 80s, 90s. Yeah.
Give me some examples.
Straits, Simple Minds, Pink Floyd. This is my time. This is my time. Yes. Cool. Also the hits. Like disco, 80, 90 years.
Oh, yes.
I like to listen when I'm driving, yes.
Do you have music playing at the restaurant? I don't think you do.
Yeah, we have a playlist.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Italian playlist, yes, we have, but a little bit 8 years by old.
Very cool.
Italian singers, yes. One thing I forgot to mention, that we do pizza show in the restaurant.
Oh! There you go.
Pizza acrobat. So we have 2 Chinese chefs. They do pizza acrobat. So during the dinner time, maybe in the dinner, we put the high music, some Italian song, and then my chef, they do some pizza show.
Very cool.
It's very, very nice.
Excellent. Actually, I think I've seen that once or twice before. Yeah, great. All right. So, what is your top 2 or 3 favorite movies of all time?
I like American movies. I like action.
Oh, yeah.
Nikita, remember Nikita?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I like this kind of action movie,
Yeah.
Nikita, Sometimes I watch it again, but I like action, some comedy movies, this kind of... Also Italian movies, I love it, when there is some new Italian movies with some good love story, Vita e Bella.
Oh, yes.
The Beautiful Life, Roberto Benigni.
Yes.
Actually, I met Roberto Benigni.
Oh, really?
In person in a restaurant in Rome.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful.
Very, very cool. And what about, besides Italian, what are your top 2 or 3 favorite cuisines?
French, because I speak French. I used to work in Belgium, I like French. After French, maybe Spanish.
Where does Chinese rate in the...
Chinese, I like Cantonese.
Oh, okay.
I like Cantonese. Maybe like once a week I go for Chinese. Mian is my noodle with the meat and with spicy, you know, a little bit spicy. Dumpling, yeah. Dintefan is my favorite restaurant. I like it, like once a week, it's good. Japanese, I like it, depends which restaurant. If there is a good one, why not? I like Japanese too, yes.
And what about wines? Do you have 2 or 3?
I like a rich wine. I like for bottle wine.
Right.
Yes. When I have wine, especially with my friends, I like to bring, taste some good wine. Yes, yes. About the wine, I want to say one more thing, that I have very good house wine.
All right.
So sometimes house wine, okay, it's cheap, it's not good. No, the house wine must be, I think should be good quality, easy to drink, very, soft and fruity, yeah. So sometimes a glass of house wine from the south, it's from Primitivo, the name, very good.
And 3 places that you've been to, countries that you've loved, and then 3 places that you want to visit in the future.
It was in California,
yeah.
San Diego. I stayed there for 3 months.
San Diego reminded me of my city in Newcastle.
Really?
It's close to Los Angeles.
Yes.
But it still has everything. It's hotter. It's got beautiful beaches. It's got a good mix of Mexican.
Yeah, years ago. But it was really nice. I really like it. I've been there 3 months.
Me too.
Yeah, beautiful. People very friendly. You walk on the street, hey, how are you doing? How are you doing? So very friendly. Yeah. I really like it. I like it. Yeah, Los Angeles changed a bit different, but San Diego I like it also. We were going to Tijuana for the weekend.
Yes.
For party, yeah. Besides that, of course, for really holiday, the paradise I really enjoyed when I went to Maldives.
Oh yeah, right.
This is paradise. If you like swimming, for a very good time. This is a really relaxing place.
I want to go there this year. That's on my list this year.
Yeah.
Maldives, yeah.
And been in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka is beautiful too. I like it. Yeah. Where I want to go the next. Australia.
Come on.
Australia is a must. I need to go to Australia. I'm in Asia, of course. I'm halfway now from Italy. It's closer, yeah. So I will go to Australia for sure. Yes. Then where I would like to go? South America. This is also my wish. I've never been to South America.
Oh, you love it down there.
Never. Like to Colombia, Cuba, or this is my future. What I would like to go. Yes.
Go down even to the south.
And
Africa. Go down to Brazil.
And Africa.
Oh yeah.
Africa.
Nice.
Yes, it's Africa. Yes. Yeah. So Australia, South America, and Africa.
You got some traveling to do.
Yes.
Long way to go.
Yes.
Okay. Last one. Who's your greatest inspiration or hero and why? Helped you create it?
I think, of course, the family. My parents have been, together all the time, so they really the sense of the family be together, education and the way they were doing. So I mean, I think it's education is very important for your career, for my older experience. I think it's something also yourself. You need to also have a character. I think it's to go and when you are 18, go abroad. If I will listen to my mother, I will not go to abroad. No, don't go. It's too far. Stay in Italy. Sometimes it's you. You need to decide by yourself. I think this is important. I think it's my father probably. I'm like my father, kind of ambition. Always focus on to grow. Junior manager, then become more and more leader. So this is, I think, I learned from him. Because even when I arrived in China, he was in Italy. We were talking a lot by phone, and they give me some guidelines. I think this is important. Of course, I had very good teachers in my career. They really gave me a lot of support. So while now I'm here.
And has your mother and father been to China?
Yeah, twice.
Oh, great.
Yeah, my father is passed away already 16 years ago. But before that, they came to China. Yeah.
What did they think?
They love it. They love it. He only could speak Italian.
Right.
So can you imagine?
Yeah.
But they could survive.
Right.
They just walk.
Could they like the Chinese food, or did they?
Yeah, try the Chinese food. They like it very much, but they never get lost because, as I say, the Chinese and Italian we somewhat are similar. So they could understand even the sign. Make some drawing, whatever, to get to the destination. They wow, I was surprised. They went to the shop. They get some. They bought some pants. They asked to make a shot. Just to sign and drawing, and it's great. A great experience for them. I think they came twice. Yeah.
Guido, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. You've been a savior for my living here in Shanghai. Always reliable to come to your, and like you said in the podcast, that consistency is why you get consistent customers.
Yes.
And I'm definitely one of them, that I know that I can go there and always get a good meal. And
thank you.
If I want to show a friend or a client, I know that it's going to be a good. They never say no, so always. Oh, you should go back to Bella Napoli, because they know that it's good quality.
Yes.
All the best for the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this interview.
All right.
Thank you.